Greetings and blessings. We got cut off, but I'm actually glad that happened because now that one isn't so long, and whatever they come out to be is what they come out to be. So now it's about 30 minutes though. So thank you, YouTube. You helped the brother out. Now back to where we was at. It started Job chapter 33:14 again. For Father speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceive it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed. So if you try to speak to these things with others, a lot of people would say something is wrong with you. But they say they believe in this book. I go to church, I'm a Christian, I'm all of these things. I'm religious, I'm spiritual. But if you try to speak to these things to most people, they'll try to act like something is wrong with you because it's not happening to them. But if it was happening to them, they would want you to believe them. But they don't respect anything you say. These type of things will make someone like us feel fucked up. But don't let it get you down. Yeah, we go through it. It's natural. But don't beat yourself up about it. Especially now in this time. This is what the devil is really trying to put upon us with his suppression, from his aggression, with his aggression. He's trying to suppress us, keep us locked down in a house. His suppression causes his oppression, causes something to be oppressed. And when you are oppressed from suppression by a murderous aggression, you become depressed. And that's what the snake has to do to make himself feel bigger and better than you. He has to try and bring you down low because he's a snake. He's the lowest creature. He slithers on the ground. So everything that the way he moves, he slithers on top of things. So the only way that you can be lower than a snake is if he is on top of your ass. So the only way to get his slimy ass up off you is to get in the water. Yeah, snakes in the water too. But I'm not afraid of you. And you can grab his ass by the head or by the tail and slang his ass. Even on the ground, you can do the same thing if you choose not to be afraid of the snake. The snake is just a snake. But we've been taught to be afraid of everything, especially us dark-skinned folks. Because that's the only way that the serpent can slither, can feel on top of us, can be on top of us. He has to bring us down low with his fear. And that's why a lot of times we feel, even for us, we feel fucked up because there's nobody like us. We keep going all these different places, and that causes depression. Because he's taught us to oppress ourselves. The people who look like us or similar to us, we don't like each other. Can't stand each other. You hear us say it all the time. I hate that bitch. I can't stand them niggas. That's because you can't stand yourself, nigga. You don't like being around yourself. You hate who you are. It was at a time that I didn't hate everything about me, but I hated who I was. Maybe not like the next man or the next woman, but I hated a lot of things about me because I didn't know me. I knew I was better, but I didn't know me, and I didn't have anyone to help me snap out of it. Even though some may have tried, and I respect all of the ones who gave me a helping hand throughout my life. My father's placed a lot of people in my life that try to help me, but if you don't really know someone and you're not really seeking to know them, you just try to help them with what you know, a lot of times it helps, but it's not really helping because it's not getting to the root of the situation, the root of the problem. And most of us don't have it all together. We just trying to teach people the things we know, but we're not really sitting still to find out what it is we know. and to test what we know. Because this may have gotten me a job and I'm doing, appears to be, it looks like I'm doing well. Well, a job ain't for everybody. Some people can't operate in that world because when they operate in that world, they outshine everything around them, and that world gets mad. They do their job excellently, and then the world gets mad. But I can't bow down. It's not me. I'm not made that way. But having a job, working in this world, they want you to bow down, not to be in order, but be into their wickedness, pretending that they have order. Order is the best rise to the top. The cream rise to the top. The low motherfuckers don't get to be up here. You get your ass put out of business. But here, the low people are on top, and the people of high quality are on the bottom, being depressed by the people of lower quality because they are the majority. Huh? So vote for what? Fuck, I'm gonna vote for if the majority of you people is weak fucking little bastards. And you didn't set it up to rig it so you can get what you want, but you trying to make me feel like I'm included in something. No, nigga, I'd rather be excluded from that shit. I'm gonna exclude myself. So let's get to it. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed. But if we fool with all this shit, visions of sugar plums bouncing in our head, we're not gonna hear him. 17. Then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instructions. So while you sleeping, you ain't really supposed to be asleep like how they put us to sleep. With aggression, suppression, oppression, and depression. That's a numbing sleep. That's a dead mind fucking sleep. That's why you feel fucked up and you don't even want to. A lot of times you don't even know why. It's because you being oppressed everywhere you go. You being depressed everywhere you go. You go to the doctor's office and they put that thing on your tongue. What do they call it? A tongue depressor. But we don't look at these things like we don't put them together. There's no way in the world, a righteous world, that you can predict if somebody's going to be depressed unless you're the one that's depressing them. Unless you invented the tool to fuck over somebody. Well, I'm not going to be fucked over by you no more. And nobody else. I'm going to wait on the Most High. I'm going to wait on my Father. Not the mystery God in the sky, but the one who sees through my eyes. That's who I'm going to wait on. That's who's looking at you right now. This who you speaking with right now. Take it how you want, but you gonna take it. These are the instructions that are being sealed within your mind. Then he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. You think your purpose is one thing, to go to school, get a job, get an education, a white picket fence, a woman, and 2 kids, and a car note, and bills, and pay college tuition. You think that's your purpose now. Such a silly man. The Most High created the world for us. Why in the fuck would I want to pay for a college tuition? When he says in here, the whole duty of man is to respect him and keep the commandments. That's the greatest teacher ever. How the fuck you gonna teach me something and you hate me? The people who run this system. And they don't even run it. They being ran by their daddy, the devil. So why would they teach us prosperity? Their prosperity mean go kill a next nigga so you can look like you living better than everybody else. So to get money here, you have to shit on the next person. But my Father says he seals instructions in your sleep because that's when you quiet. You ain't running your fucking shithole. And your spirit is listening. But it's still so, you got so much shit in us. We have so much shit in us that our mind is busy when we sleeping. We dreaming about all type of stupid shit. Our soul, our spirit is never getting any rest. That's why we can't hear him. That he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from him. So he's trying to take away our pride and our vanity when we sleep, when we talking the least. But it's still hard because we got so much shit in us. He keepeth back his soul from the pit. It ain't you, it's him who keeping us out of hell. Because the shit we doing is putting us in hell. But we don't want to listen to him. And his life from perishing by the sword. You escaped the police last week and you live. It ain't because you a smooth talker. It's because he's giving you time, which is grace. Jesus can't give you shit. It's the Most High's grace. Muhammad can't give you shit. Buddha can't give you shit. Shiva, whatever the fuck their names are, they can't give you shit except lead you to death. And you giving it to yourself if you allow yourself to be fooled by these people. So even when you go amongst these things, nothing wrong with finding yourself, man. We got to find ourselves. But if you're not going with an open heart or open mind to question everything, not to be a shithole, but to question things with diligence, like, why is this? Questioning yourself first. Then you just a follower. You just a believer. And you believe any fucking thing. That's why you do any fucking thing. That's why you live in all type of ways and making false accusations. You get this from motherfuckers who say they love God. You the ones that say they killed the so-called Jesus, right? In the story. Love, love, love. All this fucking love around the world. Why is there so much crime and poverty and pain and sorrow? If all you motherfuckers love, fuck your love. Take your love back. I'm going to send you and your love to hell. Because that's what it is. Evil. He chasteneth also with pain upon his bed. So I was right here in my bed. I've been in all type of pain. Still, right now. Have a reason to feel fucked up, but when you have the eyes, the heart to perceive, the eyes to see, and the ears to hear, I don't really have a reason to be fucked up. I feel, man, you still feel fucked up sometimes. But not to be sitting and whining and crying about it. I'm going to go search out the answer. I'm going to go find the answer, whatever it takes to make me feel better. And I don't need no drugs. I don't need no the goddamn drugs, which they tried to give me when I was in here. I don't take drugs on the out. Them bitches had me locked up and they tried to give me drugs every day. Because I was in there chastening their ass. Reproofing and correcting them. And they didn't like that. Because they like to put the jacket on you and tell you what you are. No, bitch, let me tell you what you are. You're filthy goddamn demons and my father's coming to slay all you motherfuckers. Your grace period is over. Quote all the scriptures you want. Nigga, that don't mean shit except you sealing your fate. It's already done. Because you too vain and arrogant to repent. And you always want to tell somebody else to repent and make it seem like you doing something more than them. You are, nigga, you being more wicked. And you ain't better than nothing. Because your deeds fuck up the world. That's how you know. Look at the world. Where's the righteous? Because if most of you niggas was righteous, I'm talking about blue, black, white, nigga, all you fucking niggers. If you were all righteous, this world would be in the right place. But it's upside down, twisted, lopsided, and turned around. Beaten and trodden into the ground by you filthy ass demons. No more. No more feeling fucked up. We finna release glory. Hallelujah. Ain't no life in your eyes. When I look at you on your little channels and all that shit, you niggas are dead. And you have nerve to speak the word, and it ain't bringing no life in you. But you think because you getting money and he's revealing something to you, that mean that you okay. No, that just mean he got you revealing things to his children who looking for him. Because he uses everything. Everything is his tool. Everything, everyone. He is chastened also with pain upon his bed, and the multitude of his bones with strong pain. You're going to find out more about me if you choose. Pain every single day. But I've never felt so good in my entire life. I've never been in so much pain in my entire life. Yet I've never felt like this in my entire life. Glorious. Great. How's that? Yeah, that's some cold shit. So that his life abhorreth bread, and his soul dainty meat. Don't want no more bread. Give me some real food. You keep your little gluten leavened bread. Give me some meat, some real meat. You keep your pork sandwich. Give me some of that good, healthy, non-GMO lamb. This is what I'm looking for. Can we find it? No, because everything is fucking mutated. But you so righteous. Filthy motherfuckers. You better open up your fucking dome and let some of this water come in. His flesh is consumed a way that it cannot be seen. Then you just disappear in the thin air. Thinner. And his bones that were not seen stick out. And you was fat at a time, but now all you can see is bones. Because you was greedy. But now you starving. That's what's coming. The first shall be last, the last shall be first. His soul draweth near unto the grave, and his life to the destroyers. Said that's where you're going. If there be, 23, if there be a messenger with him, an interpreter, one among 1,000, where's the real messengers? I still get the word from demons. I've been getting the word from demons. Because I listen to demons, just like I listen to holy. Just like I search out the holy. But I ain't really finding no holy. Except besides those who don't even know who they are. That's why I've been finding the holy my whole life. We haven't known who we are. But you people who've been having this in your life for 20 and 30 years, you niggas are the most unholy. 50 and 100, you the most unholy because you've been knowing this. But all of a sudden, now you big with this. And your name is everywhere. Why? Where the fuck was you at 10 years ago? Why ain't seen you in my city 10 years ago? 7 years ago? How come all of a sudden now that you out? Because he spoke on it already. Because at the end time, all you demons was going to come out. And I've been learning from you. Watching your ass. If there be a messenger with him, an interpreter among 1 in 1,000 to show unto man his uprightness, that means you better fucking pay attention. Not fucking. You better heavenly pay attention. You better diligently pay attention. Because it's not 1 in 1,000 no more. It's like 1 in a billion. So if you run across somebody like that, you better pay attention to them. As well as pay attention to the demons. So you can discern the difference between the two. So you don't allow them to make you feel fucked up. Then he is gracious unto him and saith, deliver him from going down to the pit. I have found a ransom. He is send that messenger unto you and say, deliver those people or that person. I have found something worthy about them. When they hear me speak, whether it's from you, whether it's from I, when they hear him speak through one of us, if that's you, it's going to deliver him. So he'll send a demon also to deliver you. But you got to be paying attention so you can hear the message and don't get caught up in the demon's evil acts and his ways and his eyes, his piercing eyes. Because he'll scare you out of that blessing. Don't let it happen, brothers and sisters. Let's keep going here. 26. He shall pray unto Father, and he will be favorable unto him, and he shall see his face with joy. For he will render unto man his righteousness. That's what that messenger is going to do. Oh, you know what? I went too far. Excuse me. 25. This is what happens when you listen to that messenger when it comes unto you, when you feeling fucked up. This is what's going to happen. Along with some old demons going to try to make you feel more fucked up. But in the midst of all your pain, sitting upon your bed hurting, trying to crack your back, to give people a message that may not want to hear it, but you're going to do what you instructed to do because you know what you instructed by how it is making you feel, how he is making me feel. So this pain is nothing for me to do this. He gives me so much more joy than the pain. I'm actually learning how to ignore it as it's going away. I'm not in no pain. See, you even have to learn how to say these things. That's how the pain goes away. Pain leave here. Because I'm in more joy than the discomfort in which you're trying to give me. I don't receive that. So it takes us to keep going over these things. Yes, and it works. But we have to stay at it. You have to stay in that water. Because that's what's healing you. That's what will heal you. And it will make you feel like this. When he found you to be a ransom, when he's deemed you worthy of his messenger coming to speak unto you. 25. His flesh shall be fresher than a child's. Oh man, if you seen my skin a little while ago. If you seen the condition I was in a little while ago. To what he's brought me back to. And it's all him. Yes, I have something to do with it. Because I cleave unto him, because I run to him, I walk to him, I run to him, I skip to him, I adhere to him. Everything he do, call me the teacher's pet, whatever. I'm going with him. Not fucking with you niggas. Not trying to run off what you see what you niggas looking at no more. You keep looking at the shit you looking at, I'm going to keep looking at the holiness, the glory that I'm looking at. His flesh shall be fresher than a child's. His flesh shall be fresher than a child's. He shall return to the days of his youth. My daughter's telling me I look like I'm 27 now. With my gray hairs. This is a testimony. Call it what you want. He shall, 26, he shall pray unto Father, and he shall be favorable unto him. Now when I pray to him, I'm favorable unto him. Because he shows me his favor. So I don't have to hear him speaking. I know he shows me. And I'm not ashamed to say it to the world. He shows me whatever I need to know. I just have to sit there. Excuse me, not like a dullard. I just have to learn how to be still and be more and more still so I can hear him and get in those waters, get in the water, wade in the water, wade in the water, Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. Something's gonna get you in the water. Yeah, it's got me. I went to it, and it's got me, and I'ma stay in the water. I ain't afraid of it. I thirst for the water. His water make this bullshit water that they sell to us, this poison water, this lead, this arsenic, all this fucking bull, PBL, all this whatever the fuck they call BP. Now, it just don't make no sense, man. And you pay for it. And you got nerves to come out and talk shit to people that you perceive to be looking like you. But you buy shit water. Piss, shit is what you pay for out of your faucet, along with all other type of poisons and toxins that you feed unto you and your family. But you come out here and you try to talk shit and you make false accusations on people who ain't done nothing to you when they should have put you to death. Well, this is the way I'm going to put you to death, with my Father's words, and he going to lay his hands on you, nigga. I'm going to use these hands to hold this. So as long as you don't put your hands on me, there's no need for me to put my hands on you. I'm going to put my hands on this. Let's go. So he shall pray unto Father, and he will be favorable unto him. And he shall see his face with joy. That's how he look at me. I've been looking for him all my life. Took me 44 years to find him. Not gonna let him go for nothing. It ain't shit you can do to me. Period anyway. It's all of him. So if he want me in your cell, the nigga thought he got me there. My father brought me there because I had work to do on myself and the self on the outside of me. While we was all in there, I had to do work. So all he did was allow me to earn more stripes to make my face favorable unto him. And he shall see his face with joy. And he says, look at that boy right there. Look at that mom. I made him. It's my son. For he will render unto man his righteousness. I'm going to give you his righteousness by showing you, by testifying about his water. His water is merciful. It's graceful. It's glorious. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's healing. And I can't get enough of it. So I have to share it unto you because I need some more. And the only way I can take more is to give you some. And I'm going to throw it on the world. Y'all want to piss on everywhere? Nigga, I'm going to throw holy water everywhere. He looketh, 27, upon men, and if any say, I have sinned, and perverted that which was right, and it profited me not. Father, I have repented, I have sinned, and all the horrible things I did, they profited me not. The things that I thought I learned from them, I didn't learn shit. Because it didn't amount to anything except put me deeper in a hole. So please take away these things from me. Please allow me to be in your water. For that is the only thing that's going to get me right. And that it has gotten me right, and that's going to keep me right. Allow me to be in your fountain of youth. For you are the fountain of youth, Father. Please don't kick me out the garden. Please allow me to come back into the garden. I know my forefathers have fucked up. I know I have fucked up. And yes, sometimes I feel fucked up, but it's not because of you. It's because I don't know who I am. Please show me who I am. Please give me those instructions. Allow me to learn at your feet, Father. Allow me to wash your feet, for your feet are holy. For because your feet are planted on such solidness, you created me. So why wouldn't I wash your feet for you, Father? Allow me to serve you how you have served us. Allow me to prove myself unto you. For I stood up for a lot of shit that didn't amount to anything. Now let me stand for something that amounts to everything. He looketh upon men, and if any say, I have sinned, and perverted that which was right, and it profited me not, he will deliver his soul, 28. He will deliver his soul from going into the pit, and his life shall see the light. Yeah, I seen the darkness in the pit. And because I started searching, he allowed me, and I want to say this, some people are afraid, but even me, because I don't want to say the wrong things. Not to you, not to lead you. That's why whatever I say, you go study it yourself. You question these things yourself. Go to him. If you got brothers and sisters you can go to too, but ultimately you go to him. And then y'all go over it with a fine-tooth comb. But we have something to do with this. He's already made it for us to be wherever we need to be. So don't discount yourself thinking that you don't have anything to do with your situation. You can make yourself fucked up, or you can make yourself rise up. Whatever it is supposed to. See, some people say, well, this means, these shit don't mean, for some people it do, but this is your index finger. It's your God finger. So people take these fingers and they make perverted signs with them. But we here to take all these things back. So we can use this finger or this finger. But what it's saying is, you have something to do with where you're going to be. Or you can choose that guiding finger, or you can choose the one that they use this, and your life will be this. I like this one, but I like all my fingers, and I choose to use them the way that I need to. That's the power that he gave us when he created us in his image. To either fuck ourselves off or to give ourselves glory. And he wanted us to give ourselves glory. But if we choose to fuck off, we can. But it's only for a lesson. For you to learn. And when you know better, you're supposed to do better. When you see that that's causing you pain, you ain't supposed to put your hand on that grill no more. That's hot. Leave that alone. For some of us. So he will deliver his soul from going into the pit, and his life shall see the light. So what he does is he don't put us away, but he allows you to fight. He wants to see our strength to get up out of that pit. We got ourselves in the pit. He ain't put us there. We put ourselves there. So we have something to do with it. We can get ourselves out of that pit. So even if you in some shit that use a symbol like this, you can get out of that by becoming this. You can take this and turn it into something else by using this. The one truth. The one true direction. The real light. The only light. Me, I just shine in the light. The light is his. I am a part of him. A small version of him. He is the light. So all that I am, even when I'm saying I'm me, I'm him. So it all goes to him. "29. Lo, all these things worketh Father, oftentimes with man." Who is he working with? And when? He says, oftentimes he works these things with man. Not mankind, but with man. Why does he do it with mine? Because he could just do it by himself. Well, we are himself, his children. And this is the way he set it up to be, the way he designed it, the way he created it to be. That's why it's only one creator. That's the way it is. We can't change it. And if we can change it, if we can change his mind, it ain't going to be from being unrighteous, trying to force him to change it. It's going to be with integrity, honesty, humility, and meekness, so that we may receive knowledge, understanding, and wisdom, and reproof and correction. Then may we come to the table and have a discussion with our Father. But until that, everything else is vanity and arrogance. He's not listening to that. He listen, and then he see that's vanity and that's arrogance, and he gonna smack that shit down. I know, because I've been smacked down quite a few times in my life, and it took me a while. I got these lessons, but I wasn't getting it enough. It wasn't my time then. It all led up to right now, for this moment. So what are we going to do right now in this moment? Not tomorrow, not a year after. There's no such thing. It's right now. What are we going to do? Because he just said, lo, all these things worketh, Father, oftentimes with mine. So who are you to say that his spirit ain't speaking through me? Who am I to say that his spirit ain't speaking through you if I'm listening to you and you speaking holiness? My duty is to listen, to shut the fuck up and listen. 30, to bring back his soul from the pit, to be enlightened with the light of the living, not the living dead. You niggas not alive. You walking around, you fucking zombies. Mark well. Pay attention. O Job, hearken unto me. Hold thy peace. Shut your fucking mouth. And I will speak. If thou have anything to say, answer me. Speak, for I desire to justify thee. If not, hearken unto me. Hold thy peace, and I shall teach thee wisdom. Now this was a young brother speaking to Job. Elihu. Because the old dudes, they wasn't listening. They just kept pretending, I got all this knowledge. How you going to try to tell me, sir, you going through the pain, but you ain't listening to them, and y'all going back and forth. It took a younger brother to come and speak to them respectfully and then put all their ass in check. And remind them respectfully that this is our Father. This is our Creator. So I was going to get into some more, but I would say that's enough. Actually, I'm going to leave that right there. And those who this was for, you got it. We got it. And he has us. But we can't be deterred. We can't be dismayed. We can't be discouraged at people's looks. We have to allow that to encourage us. For it is an affirmation to let you know that you're doing the right thing. Because when you're doing what makes you feel good and you know it, that's where faith comes in. It's something that you can't explain to others, but you know you're doing the right thing and it feels good. Not a devilish good like, nigga, I just got over on it. No, it feels good. Like you want to cry. You might not tear up and tears fall down your face, but you're crying because you feel so well. Sometimes we may be feeling fucked up because he's speaking to us. And even though we don't hear it, He's talking to us about all the things we've done wrong. And he's reproofing us and correcting us, and we feel bad. But it's not to discourage us. It's to heal us. Sometimes we feel fucked up because we want to help, but we don't know how to help. Well, the best thing we can do is learn how to help ourselves, because we can't help anybody else properly until we learn how to help ourselves. And for us, we have to get in the water. So it's time to take a bath. And this is not a perverse bath. We can all bathe in this water together, the way it was intended to be, to where when we see each other, it's no perversion. We can shed all our clothes off, because these clothes don't fit us. These we ain't supposed to have on clothes. We're supposed to have on garments. Glorious robes and gowns. So it's time for us to take off these clothes of shame, misery. What's some other things? Incompetency. Sorrow, defeat, depression. All of these are clothes that don't fit us. Let's give them back. It's okay to be a quitter when you're quitting the right thing. It's okay to give up when you see that it's not profitable unto you. I don't mean money. But when it's not helping you grow, it's not healing you, that's unprofitable. So it's okay to give that shit up. Give it back. We don't have to keep that. Then and only then, that's repentance. When we start giving this shit back, and you don't have to give it to the devil. Our Father is so great and righteous. He says, give it to me. Give it to me. So 1 Peter chapter 5. Read the whole chapter. Read the whole chapter. But I just gave you some meat. Remember he just said about bread? You don't want bread no more? We dainty for meat. I just gave you some meat. Let's see what you do with it. So feeling fucked up? Here's the cure. Water. Hallelujah.